I've been up all damn day, but the girl's been home today cooking my birthday cake and cleaning and whatnot, so I haven't had a chance to get out here and get my thoughts onto the interwebs. Um, I've noticed I've been slowing it down a little bit in the evenings. Haven't been writing as much, but I feel like I've been doing a little more in the mornings on writing, and mostly it's been talking about how I'm feeling in terms of energy and stuff. So I don't think I'm doing anything bad there. It's been useful while I was doing it religiously, and I'll get back to it again once the current phase of bedtime and bedtime activities is flattened out a little bit. But yeah, tonight we're going out to a Japanese restaurant, not a Japanese steakhouse, an actual Japanese restaurant. It's a place that does really good sushi and a place that does excellent Japanese food in general. I'm doing that with a couple of friends. Should be a good time. Chance to have a couple of drinks, sit down, talk, eat, enjoy some birthday silliness. And then tomorrow's the mushroom trip with the mates, or the mate rather. Ended up not inviting over the other person for sure, so it's just going to be the two of us, which will be good. And let's see here. Been thinking about how things are on track at the moment, and how one of the videos I did recently, I talked about taking small things and blowing them up into big things. And I noticed that, like, I thought about that more yesterday, and I thought about it some more today. I didn't have a lot of work to do, so I had plenty of time to think about those things. I've actually been spending all day trying to get my Outlook and my Google Calendar to talk to each other, and so far, even with the URL integrated into it, Google still doesn't want to take the Outlook calendar updates. It'll put in whatever's in there, but it won't refresh with new stuff, which is really annoying. But such is life. Anyway, been thinking a lot about the small things and blowing them up into big things, and how originally I was sort of thinking about how I've been doing it with school and thinking about school, but it's actually been a lot of things. The plantings, the cuttings that I put in, have not been faring very well. I think it's because I took them too early and they were out in the cold. But when I think about needing to go out and do it again, in the past I might have spent time trying to set it up or going out and doing it just because I wanted to get it off my mind and away from thinking about it. But this time around I've actually just put it away. Each time it comes around I'm like, I can't do anything until June, so I don't need to worry about it. And it comes in one ear and it goes out the other ear, as far as like a thought is concerned. And the same goes for our trip down to Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge. Thinking about what we're going to do while we're down there, I'm like, I don't need to worry about that. It's not on my plate to worry about, and it's not even something I'm really doing the bulk of planning for. Thinking about it with refereeing, like, am I going to go for a promotion in a year or so and try to get another certification level, or go to do some specialty coaching on it? No, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing and enjoying myself, and focusing on the bite-sized chunk that I've pulled off that I'm tackling with it right now. Same goes for paying off bills and paying down the credit card and saving for the house for next year, and like all of the things that I used to spend so much time trying to shuffle into place over the course of my life. I've spent a lot less time doing that, and a lot more time and energy focusing on the smaller things, and those other things have kind of fallen into place. and when they're not when I don't need to actively spend time on them, I haven't needed to, and so I haven't done it, and so they haven't stressed me out, and I haven't been carrying around all that madness, which has been a real blessing, because I was in the car the other day and watching a guy road rage driving along, and there were a lot of ape drivers around me, a lot of fucking dickheads driving like dickheads, no turn signals and cutting people off, and tailgating and swerving in and out of gaps. And a year ago, I would have been furious just watching it all happen. I would have been white knuckling the steering wheel and getting mad about it, just furious, like outwardly furious in my car. But recently I haven't had that at all. I mean, I get frustrated at times with traffic, but there's not been one outburst. I feel like, I wouldn't say that I have better control of my emotions, but I feel like my emotions are coming in and going out at a reasonable enough rate that they're not piling up, requiring there to be some kind of like catharsis, this big catharsis needed. And I don't know if that's a long-term or stable thing or not, but it feels like taking away the video game and the drugs helped me get more productive, which helped my self-esteem, and it helped my feeling of accomplishment and my confidence in what I'm doing in life. And then I started focusing, also around the same time, I started focusing on smaller aspects of my life and not trying to extend my awareness or my give a fucks into things that I couldn't control. And I think those things combined have helped me get to a point where I don't feel like I'm walking around as much of the angry white guy that I used to be. And I use the word, angry white guy as like a stereotype, the angry white dude, the impotent rage white guy. That was me for a long time, from like 18, 19 all the way through to like on and off the last couple of years, maybe say 3 years ago. It fluctuated with the drug use. When I wasn't smoking, I was fine, and when I was smoking, I would tend to have stuff pile up. But even on that too, like I wonder if marijuana doesn't slow down the natural processing of those sorts of things. I'm sure that there's people out there who smoke dope who become more emotional, but I know for me it was a numbing agent, and it helped me avoid feeling the feelings that I was feeling, or it helped me avoid feeling the feelings that were present. And I wonder if people who use it chronically, like I was, end up with the same sort of thing where they have stuff just kind of piles up. And I'm sure that there's other behavioral aspects to tie it in. I'm sure marijuana is not the only thing that will be doing that, but I wonder how much of an effect that has. So I've been pretty happy, despite the fact that I've been a little bit kind of run down. I think that's the Clomid kind of wearing off and me needing to get my body back on track with testosterone, and working hard at the gym and with refereeing, running around and stuff to try to keep that level up. But we'll see in a couple of weeks, or in a week, by the end of this week coming up, I should know if the Clomid wearing off has made me more tired or not. And if it has, then we'll be going, most likely I'll be switching to HCG. I don't want to if I don't have to. Honestly, I'd like to continue with the fertility stuff with as little drugs as possible, but I also don't want to be low energy, because I was low testosterone. When I started testosterone replacement therapy, I was low. There was a reason for it. I don't know what the reason was. It's possible that it was lifestyle and stress related, because I was unhappy at the time, and that's what I'm hoping, is that this time around, because things are better, that I don't have to do that. So anyway, just some random thoughts. I'm going to go now, go take a shower and start getting ready for dinner. That's it for me. Ka kite.